In the U.S., they have school shootings over and over and repeatedly. We don't want those situations to happen here in the Bahamas. You know, we've had such serious situations with stabbings and other incidents. We had a student murdered on his way from school by another student who was carrying a knife. You understand what I'm saying to you? No, we cannot allow these things to happen in our schools and on their school buses. And so, no, the school bus is a safe place for children. If the parent had a problem, the parent is to go to the school is to address it, and that problem child is not to be allowed to travel on the bus. If they are a problem child in school, then the parent needs to find somewhere else for them to go. And when I say find somewhere else for them to go, the law should get involved once the child becomes sufficient of a problem that he cannot function in a school environment. The law should get involved where they arrange for that child to be sent to a place where he is forced to learn or where he has to be disciplined, like the Simpson Penn School for Boys, like the William A. Pratt School for Girls. You understand what I'm saying to you? So there should be similar facilities either on the islands or on the various islands, and ones where these children have to change environments, and not in these programs where the children are being taken advantage of and being sissified, like what happened with the Defense Force officer, because you got to be careful. A number of these programs that these people are doing are not helping our children. They're destroying them. They are corrupting our children, like the Defense Force Rangers program, where Yashua Cox was simulating sex moves and having the young boys masturbate and making them drink toilet water and all that other stuff. No, we cannot have that. So it must be something that is properly monitored and maintained, and not something like what the Defense Force is doing. And so you need to have a system. I don't know what's going on in Simpson Penn School for Boys, or what it may be for School for Girls, but I would hope that these facilities are being properly monitored to ensure that this kind of stuff is not happening there or at these institutions, all right? But no, schools, buses, and schools are safe places for children. They are safe spaces, and no parent, no one should just be allowed to breach those safe spaces and act how they feel. And that was what happened when this parent was allowed to come on the school bus. He was allowed to breach a critical safe space and put lives in danger, and that should never have happened. And hopefully it does not happen again. Hopefully we can resolve these issues. All right? Now, as I leave, I'm going to talk to you about one of my good friends, my good friend, Wade Anderson. I love Wade. I love Wade passionately, Wade Jr., because Wade is one of those who has fought for our country, stood for our country, and he's going through eternal hell. Wade has been dealing with National Insurance about his money. National Insurance has been playing a game with him. The National Insurance workers are now taking bribes to give people their contributions. And I know this not because of Wade, because Wade ain't bribed them, because Wade can't afford to bribe them, because Wade broke. But the other people who could bribe them are getting their monies and more. You understand what I'm saying to you? All they have to do is call somebody and offer to pay them a couple of dollars, and the person makes sure that they're sorted out. That's the disgrace that we're in. National Insurance employees are doing this.